Good morning, Grand Valley. You're listening to WCKS The Whale on thewhale.org. It's 10 o'clock and time for the A to Z Sports Show. I'm Andy Grambo.
And I'm Zach Harmon.
And today we got plenty of stuff to cover with Grand Valley sports as well as NBA, MLB, and whatever else we think we need covering.
Oh, we got stuff to cover.
All right. So let's start here with a little Grand Valley sports, and we'll start with men's track and field. On Saturday, Bill McKeela took first place in the 400-meter hurdles at the Tennessee State Boston Moon Classic. On Saturday, he bettered his previous provisional time. His time is 53.19 seconds, and that obviously provisionally qualified him for the D2 Outdoor National Championships. And also hitting a provisional mark is Nate Miller. Well, he was at the Ole Miss invite. Grand Valley had 2 invites over the weekend. Nate Miller qualified in the high jump with his height of 6 foot 8.75 inches. That was good for 3rd place. He did, however, already hit that previous qualifying mark with a 6'10.75 during a previous meet. 9 Laker women qualified for nationals over the weekend, led by Diana Noonan, Jocelyn Kuska, and Keely Kieran, as they hit provisional marks at the Ole Miss invite. And Noonan hit it in pole vault with her height of 12 feet 7.5 inches. And Kuska and Kieran also was in pole vault as they cleared 11 foot and 11.75 they both cleared 11 feet 11.75 inches to finish 4th and 5th. So, congratulations to them. Also at the Ole Miss invite, Megan Doyen and Jessica Rutherford, they bettered their previous provisional marks in high jump and discus. Doyen cleared 5'7" to take 3rd place, and Rutherford threw 153 feet 3 inches, and that provisionally qualified her as well. At the Boston Moon Classic, the other meet that the Lakers were at, Catherine McCarthy, Kristen Noziman, I don't know how to say it, and Danielle Fonseca also qualified. We qualified in the 100-meter hurdles with her time of 13.96 seconds. Noziman and Fonseca hit their marks in the 400-meter hurdles with their time of 1 minute 1.45 seconds and 1 minute 1.86 seconds respectively. And Catherine McCarthy was the final qualifier for the Lakers as she took 3rd with a provisional mark of 4 minutes 35.75 seconds in the 1500 meter. Baseball, since we've last been on the air, the Grand Valley Lakers took on the West Michigan Whitecaps. They lost to the minor league team by a score of 7-0. The next day they played Saginaw Valley State, and they won the first game against Saginaw Valley 7-6. And then the second game ended in a tie. That final score was 4-4. And then they played the next day, which would have been Friday, against Northwood, and they dropped the first game to Northwood 6-5, and then came back and beat Northwood in the second game by a final score of 1-0. And then on Saturday they took on Northwood to finish up the 3-game series. They won that to take the series by a final score of 4-3. They play today against Tiffin, and that game is here in Allendale. the Lakers softball team, they played Hillsdale on Friday, and they split with Hillsdale, winning the first game 10-3 and dropping the second game 6-5. They then went on to play Findlay on Saturday as they won the first game 2-1, and the second game they won that 10-0. They take on Ferris State here in Allendale today, excuse me. So that's all I got for Laker sports. And I don't know what Zach's doing over there. Right now it's 10:05. Been on the air for 5 minutes, and we're going to be on until 11. So stick with us.
We're going to be on until at least 11.
Yeah, definitely. At least 11.
At least.
All right.
So I just have to know if anybody can tell how prepared Andy is this morning. I'll be taking guesses all morning on how long Andy actually got in here before showtime. I'll let you know. It's nowhere over 10 minutes. So you got a 1 in 10 chance of guessing it right.
Yes. That is correct.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my fault.
It is your fault. Who sets their alarm for 8:30 p.m.?
Well, I assumed that it was AM, obviously.
Well, see, assuming is your problem.
Well, I should have checked it before I went to bed. I
Should have. You also should have done your work before you went to bed.
I was going to do it this morning. That's why I set my alarm for 8:30
p.m.
Yeah, it's not my fault.
It's your fault.
It is all my fault. And now I'm going to update my Facebook status.
Yeah.
So that people will know that we have a show.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you got over there for sports?
Well, I got a little bit of recap from yesterday in Major League Baseball. Plus, also looking back, slightly coincidental events that have happened over the last week. The first week of the Major League season, there's been 3 major deaths in Major League Baseball.
Such a high note.
Nate's guessing
Such
9
a
minutes
show.
and 53 seconds. No, Nate, you're over. Anyway, so in the major leagues, there's Major League Baseball. There's been 3 deaths to people related to it. Last Thursday, it was Nick Adenhard. He was a 22-year-old pitcher for the Los Angeles Angels, and he had just pitched his first major league start. He went 6 innings. I think he only gave up 2 runs over the course of those 6 innings. So he's out with his friends late that night driving, and a drunk driver ran a red light, ran into his car, and himself and 2 of his friends were killed in the accident instantaneously. He was 22 years old, like right up in the majors for the first time. That sucks.
Very tragic story out there in Anaheim, and our thoughts and prayers go with the family.
There's also another death that I didn't really research because I didn't count it, but there was a fan from the Angels opening day game that lost his life because he got in a fight with some other fans.
Really, I did not hear that.
Yeah, that was opening day, so it was 2 days before Nick's death. And then yesterday was not a good day to be a baseball fan, especially in Philadelphia, as the legendary broadcaster Harry Kalis, he was found dead in the broadcast booth at the age 73. He was prepping for the afternoon game that they were having against Washington. The president of the broadcasting company was going to walk in and say hi to him, and found him out cold. They called an ambulance, got him to the hospital, and there he died. That sucks.
Yeah, that is also another tragic story. Yeah, we start this show on quite a happy note, don't we?
Yeah, we're on a real happy tone this morning, but
we're only 2/3 done,
dude,
with the